kama ni mziki napiga kishua, kama ni bomba napiga kibuda. Sisi dumba na kili na dua, sisi dozo jona jituma, bora ni donde piga kishua. Levo napiga wezani kishua, tunasema na juu na dua, flavor kibao na zote ni pure. Sadi wewe unajua, sisi dumba na kili na dua, sisi dozo jona jituma, shughuli ya ganzi napiga yoyote, bora ni donde piga kishua. Karibu wafanya nitani na chizi, niliwashow siku rahisi, mziki na pigo tazani injili, mziki na pigo tazani na chizi. Ili agano umesikia siskiki, naifanya na sibatishi, kaiso alea mifishi, kwa neta zibabaishi. Unijue zani na ni, unijui kambali na ni kwa klabu bali umi, rewa kibondo staki na ni unijue zani na ni, unijui kambali na ni kwa klabu bali umi, rewa kibondo staki na ni. Levo napiga wezani kishua, tunasema na juu na jua, flavor kibao na zote ni pure. Sadi wewe unajua, sisi dumba na kili na dua, sisi dozo jona jituma, shughuli ya ganzi napiga yoyote, bora ni zote piga kishua. Levo napiga wezani kishua, tunasema na juu na jua, flavor kibao na zote ni pure. Sadi wewe unajua, sisi dumba na kili na dua, sisi dozo jona jituma, shughuli ya ganzi napiga yoyote, bora ni donde piga kishua. Funny card. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way from Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all our brothers and sisters out there. You're tuning into Black Fire Radio, and you're listening to
1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Take your time when nisikize say get to know me better. Every day wananibonga that's why negative better. Niko all on my guns, unajua mago get a show bro. Sit okay, kayo busy I said from young till now niko still after the paper. Wanadai mini blame about to some mini mental. Umeshindwa kukataji kila day na get greater. Then putting in a work so all they do ni kuteta. Kwa ground ome breeze na community wana couple lot of more than a drill a small boy. Pija catalog I've been through a lot. That's the reason since we chat a lot. Life in the streets so ejua nililana lot. Ni prayers na bidezi nafanya niko here fam. See by mistakes inajua na nisikia money. Prayers na bidezi nafanya niko here fam. See by mistakes inajua na nisikia. So penda usipende kila day na get better. Tasiyama mbena wanateta na nkieso kulize siwa show niko better. Najituma kila day unajua na saka teda. Penda usipende kila day na get better. Tasiyama mbena wanateta na nkieso kulize siwa show niko better. Najituma kila day unajua na saka teda. Ni a lot nimelai na ni a lot nimehide. Only a few watanirada when you look into my eyes. Only time you feel peace ni ile time niko command. Nina voices in my head say my future iko bright. Don't wanna say this stop until you get to this mind. Najua ita take time, niko here till your time. Don't wanna say this stop until you get to this mind. Najua ita take time, niko here till your time. Take your time when nisikize say you get to know me better. Every day wananibonga that's why negative better. Niko all on my guns, unajua mago get a show bro. Sit okay, kayo busy I said from young till now niko still after the paper. Wanadai mini blame about the sun. Mental umeshindwa kukataji kila day na get greater.
And I'm reaching out to all our brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to.
Yes, good afternoon, good evening, grand rising, whatever the time is on your end. Welcome to yet another beautiful episode of the reaction time with me, myself, and Shmoney right here. 13 minutes past the top of the hour, and of course, welcome to the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. This is the media of the 21st century, and of course, like I said, I'm joined by SH to the money.
Wagwan, amazing.
Where the money plans.
I'm telling you, with them, I can't see that music here.
What an assist.
Literally.
Keep your broke ass to yourself.
In your pants.
In your pants or in your pants?
Not around me.
Okay. I was to say something different, but anyway, Karibuni, I hope you guys doing great. How was your weekend, Shmoney?
My weekend has been wild.
Both of us were not here yesterday.
I know, it's crazy, man.
Sickness.
My weekend has been crazily wild, literally. I was really sick, man.
Yeah. I remember Saturday you called me, you were going to the hospital.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling okay, and I don't know, you are like the first person
I know.
Joby. It's like, I think kind of joke or job. I have to just text you and be like, is she okay? You know, so I was just like, dang, man, I'm not feeling okay.
But how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling better. I can't complain. Yeah, I feel like I'm feeling really better today.
Me too.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm trying, man. The meds are crazy. I really hate medication.
Oh, really?
I
You prefer injections?
Brother, I think so, but I'm not also a fan. I'm not a fan of none, not injection, no medication. I remember when I was young, I used to, when you kiponga dawa, you throw it under or behind the bed. I used to be those children. So every time my aunt could come and she's sweeping the bed, she used to get mad.
I know.
Because you're spending money to buy the meds, and then you find someone is throwing them. So I used to be those like children. You throw in the medicine behind the bed or under the bed.
I know, my mom would be like meza mbele yangu.
Walai.
Yeah, my mom was like that. So I think me I don't have issues with meds. Like trust me, I know it's bad, but I can take meds hata ikuwe kubwa aje. Like literally. Yeah, me imagine I can even take with saliva.
Shmoney.
Imagine, like sometimes I don't need water, like even the small ones. I just like take it with saliva. It's crazy. I'm a medicine person, however bad that is. Like after injection, I never feel.
Oh my god.
I never feel injection.
I feel like when I take medication so much, like unasikanga venye zimekoma hapa, I feel like they are piling on my cords. Like there's so many.
Imagine it's mental.
It's all mental, yeah, but I'm gonna have to keep up because it's for a whole month. I gotta keep up with the medications for a whole month.
I know, super
avoid
crazy.
different foods, you know, and I wish there's a way I can just get rid of my ulcers completely.
I know, ulcers is crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't know, there was a time I was like shocked because I think I'd eaten beans. Nothing like a really bad day. Yes, I told my brother and he was like, nasikia nachomeka tumbo. And then I was like, what did you eat? I was like, beans. Yeah, and then he told me, go and take these meds. Zinaweza kuwa ulcers. And I've never gotten ulcers. I was like, I don't know way this can be ulcers. But I took there's like this pink and white pill. Yeah. You know it?
No.
Kuna particles ndogo ndogo.
Yeah, I know it.
It's for ulcers.
Yeah,
I don't know nikani ya kushukisha acidic level.
Yeah,
but it worked.
Like
it worked. I was like, I can never be with ulcers and asthma at the same time. I could die.
Crazy. Yeah. It's like I've seen you taking coffee. I'm like, nah, I can never be me. Because the last time my ulcers was so bad is because of coffee.
Yeah.
Like me used to take 10 plus cups of coffee.
For real.
Even if it's cold. Like me, I also have a problem of eating cold food.
Yeah, me too.
Like I eat cold food a lot. Like
for real.
You've seen
cold
that.
Cold food is not also good, you know.
Yeah, I've been told.
I can't eat cold
I didn't
food.
know. You personally know I can eat cold food. Even
Damn.
immediately when you were on saw the list was like, you eat cold food a lot.
Yeah.
Like for me, I don't know, it's not like an issue with the microwave or
Yeah.
anything. I just like cold food. I find it's just nice, you know.
Crazy.
As long as it's not spoiled.
Me siwezi.
I can imagine
me
I have
I
no
eat
problem.
hot. Like me, I'm that person who eats like.
You don't take cold
because
food.
because the moment imeanza tu kukua baridi,
It's
nasikia mafuta. I don't like the smell of cooking fat, so that's why I just eat like hot, like really served while hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how things are gonna go.
I hope you get better.
Man, I'm
you
that
gotta
myself.
be disciplined, Joby. There's a lot of things in that list, like alcohol.
Did you just have to mention? Did you just have to go alcohol?
I was like seeing your list. I'm like, Joby. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. Oh my God, Minister of Enjoyment. Consequences.
Minister can't enjoy no more.
It's consequences, man. I think I'm gonna give myself a break with a lot for now, just to see how things are gonna go. But there's some things I'm not gonna stop eating, being honest. Because also, like you said, it's all mental.
Yeah.
And me mentally, I've never told myself I can't eat kills.
Yeah.
I can't eat beans. I can't eat pili. I feel like it's all mental because I've never felt the effect of after eating kills, some beans. Nah.
I feel like it's regulating, Joby, when they say that you don't have to stop. Because I also have like
allergic
allergy.
reaction, yeah.
So when I realize when I eat eggs continuously, I have to take meds.
Yeah.
So I went to this doctor that I've been buying almost like every time I eat eggs, because I can't stop eating eggs.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes you have it in the studio.
Yeah.
Most of the times it's our like basic food, right?
Yeah.
So I always go to this guy down here to buy the meds because before I eat I have to check the meds 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after. So I was like, bro, what should I do? Because I don't feel like I can stop eating eggs. And sometimes if I eat eggs right now and then I eat meat, or like continuous proteins, if I eat meat at lunch and then I eat fish, or just proteins like that, nikule eggs, nikule beans, my body just like reacts, and my body is actually getting weird, mostly on my chest, because now it's allergy. It's unafilika unafaa ujikune. So I have marks like una nadhani najikata. It's crazy. Like if you look at somebody be like, Kwanda, do you cut yourself? See those cycles who cut themselves like that. Yeah, so that's how my body assesses. I'm like, no, this has to like really stop. So I went to this guy and he's like, you know, you don't have to. He told me you can regulate. And he told me instead of kukula like a broiler, kula kienyeji. Yeah. Like for example, if you're eating that egg,
but kienyeji are expensive too.
Yeah, that's the problem. But now I'm like, you know, even told me like eat white meat, eat fish, eat chicken, uskule chicken ya broiler, uskula kienyeji and stuff like that. So that's why I think I'm going to be regulating. Doesn't have to be like you have to stop, but I think they're talking about regulation. So if you eat like beans, you can't eat skuma jioni. That's what it means, because that's going to be a lot of acid in your body. So you can eat beans once and then you forget about proteins for some time, or acidic food for some time. And then you can also eat kales. But also they're like, if you don't eat like skuma wiki, unaweza kula days kienyeji. Yeah, you can actually eat kienyeji, which works.
I'm not a fan of kienyeji. That's another problem. Because during the weekend, I had, shout out to Rachel. I had a friend who was pushing me to like, because immediately I told her I have ulcer. She was like, you're not supposed to be taking pills. I'm like, it's all mental, by the way. And it's just crazy how the universe just reacts to tell you shit, you know, because we argued, like, I'm like, it's all mental, you're the one who's having that mentality issue. Then she forced us to go eat actually kienyeji. For the long, I don't know, I was even telling the gang, I don't remember the last time mekula terere, managu. It's been, I think, since 2020. I've not eaten.
I mean, the way I cook those things.
Yeah, you do. Unless you bring them, also, I don't cook. I don't cook. You won't find me going to get managu or terere.
Who was in a slap?
Not with me.
For real?
Sisi pain, even kunde. I'd rather take.
Like Joby, they always like cook them here the way they are so nice.
If you cook, you've seen me eat if you cook. Personally, I can't, man. Trust me, I can't unless morenda. I like morenda.
Yeah, you like morenda. I'm going to do to the market.
Yeah, that's the only thing Kenyan I'm gonna turn to, because I like morenda a lot. But anyway, we're not talking about health, but of course very beneficial. Let us know, for those who are with us on Rumble, BitChute, on the radio, on the network. We are everywhere, literally. Let us know some of the benefits or things that can help us reduce acidity, to be specific, the acidic level, because mine has been super crazy. So I hope you guys can help us get the right medication. But being the reaction time, of course today we are reacting towards video, and I tell you, today's conversation ni moto you know, shall be talking about pregnancies, literally the aftermath of women after they get pregnant. What really happens? Do really men don't like their women after giving birth? Because that's what, according to the society, they say most of the men will dislike you after giving birth. Along that, we shall be discussing we shall be discussing about this lady. I want us to start with that. This lady went on a first date, then she left a nylon bag with a poop, or her poop, inside the man's house.
Oh my
and
God.
Then we have this lady who got very upset. This, I think, is the second video I'm seeing of this kind of situation. A woman who flew a man out, but when he arrived, he didn't want to give it up. So she got super mad because he didn't want to give it up, and she paid for the flight. Like, how dare you?
Like, what are you doing
You'd
here?
be secure.
Like, what are you doing here?
Like, you'd be secure too.
There's a video that I saw, Joby. I don't know if it's a movie or a psychotic movie, just white people. So this girl is pulling a gun on this guy, and unaona dia amemwekea hapa hadi kwa mdomo. And then she's kind of gangs, and then she tells this guy, turn the shit out of me. It's so bad. Like, why would you put a gun in his mouth?
Gun? What is
like a real gun. They're from London. Tell Mosquito, your people are fucked up. And it just gave me that feeling of, I fly you in, now una us.
Crazy.
Oh, nalipia, bro.
That's crazy. So let me start with this lady. Her name is Ashley. I think I'm gonna call her Ashy. Ashy, according to what I can see from the social handle. So Ashley has tweeted, or rather there's a tweet going viral, and I think she's a Nigerian, because this is a Nigerian platform I follow personally. So she says, I left my poop in a nylon bag on a first date. And let me explain it. I met this guy online, and we had been chatting for months. He invited me to his house for our first date. I was hesitant. I asked him why our first meeting had to be at his place, because I think most of the women were always very insecure, of course,
Very
to go to a
cautious,
man's house. Like,
exactly.
why are you inviting me to your house? What if you want to rape me?
I
What
know,
if
kill
what if,
me.
You know, what if something happens, and especially lately, the occasions how
exactly.
things have been, it's just crazy for you to trust someone to go to their house. So she asked him why our first meeting had to be in his place, and jokingly teased him, saying, what if I was a thief or a mad woman? Teasingly.
Oh my God. She's mad.
She goes ahead and says he laughed and kept persuading me to come over. So I finally agreed. When I arrived, I realized he lived in a strangely small, self-contained apartment, just a sitting room, a toilet, and a kitchen.
Like a studio apartment.
Yeah, just a small apartment. We were having a great time with plenty to eat and drink while we hung out. While we were watching movies, he made fresh orange juice and he insisted I should drink it. The moment I did, I suddenly needed to use the toilet. I knew how bad my poop could smell, and I kujijua.
She knows that
Is
shit.
the
At
kujijua
least
for
she knows that shit, right?
Is the kujijua for me?
Yeah.
I knew how bad my poop could smell, and since the toilet was so close to the sitting room, I didn't want him to hear. I didn't want him to hear the sound or smell it. I asked if he had another bathroom, but he just told me to wash my hands in the kitchen. That was fine with me since I didn't know since we didn't know each other well yet. So I went to the kitchen pretending to wash my hands, but instead I grabbed a bunch of nylon bags I found hid in the cross-body bag, and then I told him I needed to use the restroom. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess my fear was him hearing the sound of my poop hitting the water, and that scared me. Instead of pooping in the water closet, I went in with a nylon bag so I could throw it out later. After I was done, I placed the bag on the sink in the toilet, planning to take it with me when I'm going home. We had a great time, drank a lot of alcohol, and got really high. That's how I completely forgot about my poop and went home. I didn't even realize until 2 days later.
Oh shit. Oh
2 days later, when I noticed he had unfollowed me, I decided to text him. His response shook me. He said that when I joked about being a mad woman, he should have believed me, and that I should never contact him. I'm so ashamed.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He had followed her, and he told her, when you told me you are a mad woman, I should have believed you.
Oh my God.
She also says, I'm so ashamed. We have so many mutual friends, and I just hope he doesn't expose me. The worst part, I actually liked him. How do I convince him that I don't normally do these things? That I was just paranoid. I can only imagine how bad that poop must have been smelling when he found out.
Imagine Akwanda maybe to send me your sink.
Exactly. Not
Maybe even the next day. And then it's on your sink. Joby, on your sink. Shit. And then maybe it's the big number 2.
Yeah. It's the big number 2. Oh, it's the big number 2, of course. It's
I'm a
poop.
number 1. Like the big shit. The big one. Oh my God, it's so bad. I feel like it's
I wish I
giving,
could get the comments, but I couldn't find the comments.
it's
I don't know
giving-
why.
It's giving, I don't know, when people meet first, there's a type of way you're still embarrassed with somebody.
But
At
you,
first. No way. People
Okay,
are embarrassed.
okay.
Even like farting, like when you go to the toilet, you want to hold your fart. You know, you're like, oh my God, it might turn out bad. You know, there's a little bit of embarrassment. But I'm like, bro, this nigga also poops. Everybody, it's natural.
everyone goes to,
I
core
know.
of nature.
All you'd have said is, hi, can I have like do you have like me, I'm not
Air
embarrassed.
freshener,
I'll be
air
like,
freshener.
"You have like an air freshener?" And then, even if you're embarrassed at your job,
Yeah.
si ufungwe tap.
Oh, I know.
Hey, si ufungwe tap. Like there's a lot of ways you could have done that. Imagine what. Trust me, he has told his friends. He'll be using you as an example. Man, there was this chick I brought to my place. Trust me, alikuwa ndani maybe hata wewe ni mchawi.
Bana.
There's a lot of things somebody
You
would think.
overthink.
Exactly. Like, why would you have your poop in a trash bag? Joby is giving uchawi also. For real, and somebody would be like, there's a lot. There's a lot.
I've
And
never
then
had
you'll be
someone
like,
reason
then
like
you'll be
that
You'll be like, I didn't want him to hear my. Imagine as amesikia kila kitu na wekona in the worst ways.
I've never seen someone who reasons like this. The only place we find people doing like this, I'm sorry, but it's in Kibera because flying toilets.
Yeah,
you know, flying
yeah.
toilets, and then because access of toilet also you gotta pay. So instead of that, you're gonna put your poop on a trash and then flying toilet. If it hits you on the head,
On the road.
if you step on it, that's on you. They never care. But this is just so crazy. I bumped into it and I was like, man,
It's
this is
funny.
the craziest thing. Yeah, it's funny
Oh my
and
God.
so crazy. Oh my goodness. Ladies, stop being embarrassed. Be yourself. I feel like this is why I keep on talking about being your authentic self again. Someone is going to love you for just being you. I mean, we all have call of nature. It happens. So you're going to, and then when you take fruit, because she took orange made juice. So literally you take fruit to go utasikia kwenda washroom.
Yeah,
Literally,
exactly.
especially if you had eaten a bunch of crazy things. So this is just so crazy. Number one, be your authentic self. Let someone love you for who you are. If they can't, after all, hata kama ingenuka na uko rudi yo, that's
Date,
you know,
yeah.
after that date,
That was just
you
it.
helped yourself.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna stay with a bloating stomach there because now I'm scared to.
I
you know,
know.
I'm gonna use the washroom personally.
I know.
Being honest,
It's giving those girls that go on a date and can't eat. Me, I'll eat.
I know.
Oh
Me
my
too, I'll
God.
wash my hands.
It's the first date you want me to pretend that I eat. I'll
May
order
even
my
say-
food. I'll eat everything that I
Maybe
ordered.
say Shmoney, if I like, because I remember the first times before I learned using the fork, we used to make the joke with my stepmom. She used to tell me how when she goes on a date for her, she can't sijui kutumia ma forks. And until the certain day I went on a date,
Yeah.
and I didn't know how to use the fork and the knife. I'm like, Oga, give me wet towel.
I know, right?
Let me wipe my hand. Nikakula ugali
I
vibaya
know.
sana.
Like,
just
even
because,
chopstick.
yeah.
Like, it's not a must, these things. Like, tell this person. I don't let him teach you.
Exactly.
He'll actually even say, oh, let me show you. And then, you know, men like to lead.
And someone who really likes is gonna show you.
Men like to lead. So they'll be like, let me show you how to do it. Yeah, literally, it's not hard. I don't know why people just want to do so much.
Well, you just lost a man over there that
And
you really...
imagine your poop and a name. Amekuchafulia jina for them.
I know, this is just so crazy, man, and it's so embarrassing at the same time. But ladies, learn to be your authentic self. That is the lesson you should learn there, because now you're embarrassed because you are not your authentic self. Now you look like really a voodoo person, for real.
Literally, it's giving voodoo.
It's giving
For
voodoo.
real, imagine you just finding Joby
Poop on the trash bag.
on the on the sink. Trash bag wapi.
Ew.
And where are you going to throw it? It is.
Also, yeah, like where are you
Exactly.
going to throw it?
Like-
Are you going to go with it home?
Like hadi ukienda kwa hiyo trash ulikuwa unafanya hivi matako ukidenki ndio harufu sitoke ama. Because I'm really trying to make her, because she's saying she doesn't want the guy to
Nali-
hear the smell.
Ali, unataka kuniambia udema?
You can imagine when I
Udema likalia tu hivi trash bag ndio akunywe. Oh my god, this is just so crazy and so disgusting. But anyway, at the same time, very, very funny. Ladies, learn to be authentic self. But as we get to move on to the next video, that was just a short, I'd say, article I really had to share. On the next video is this lady who flew this man out. And like I said, this is not the first video I've seen.
Okay.
The last time I saw a certain video like this one, actually there were two ladies. They flew a man out and they wanted to have a threesome.
Okay.
Yeah, so to his when he arrived, he was shocked. Like, you know, is this a gang rape? What are you guys arranging?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me none of this. Because when you're communicating to one person. So only to arrive, you find it's two ladies waiting for you. You're kind of confused, like,
What the hell?
we didn't talk about this.
Yeah.
What is happening and all that. So this woman got very upset that she flew a man out, but he didn't want to give it up. So I wanna share it, and then you give me your review.
So how would y'all feel if
Hey, don't do that.
y'all
You really put out your
flew?
phone, though?
Wait, because how would y'all feel if y'all flew a dude out,
Wow.
spent $2,300 for his
Wow.
plane ticket, and he don't even want to fuck?
Like, listen, I didn't come here to have
Like,
sex with you.
look at
Like,
this.
I appreciate you flying me out, but listen, I don't just have sex with people on the first date.
Okay, but it's been a few hours. Like, we didn't watch movies, we Netflix and
Go
chill.
vibe out, get to know each other more.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to vibe out. Like,
Come on, man.
who just want to
Come on,
sit
bro.
and with a dude
Like, you
Nick,
made me
I'm
go
trying to
charge
get
on the
lifted.
freaking plane, bro. Are you serious? Like, you really tripping
I'm
about
trying
that?
to. I didn't spend my money for nothing.
I'm saying, like, why are you trying to, like, come at me because I don't want to have sex with you? You should be
Because,
happy.
like, what's
You
your
should-
problem?
you should
Like,
be
is it
happy I
little?
don't want to have sex with you. What you mean it's little? Like, no, listen.
Are you
I
ashamed?
don't
Like,
have
it's
sex with
okay.
people
Like,
by
I don't
name.
mind. I didn't have little.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. Like, you tripping, bro. Like, don't do that to me. Seriously,
That's
don't.
weird.
Don't
Like,
do that to me. Like,
don't-
bro, I ain't have to come out here. I thought we was gonna get to know each other. Maybe go on a nice little date. But you tripping.
Stop.
But you
Get
tripping
to know
about
each
sex.
other.
That's wild to me.
Go
bro.
on a date.
That's all you thinking about, man. You made me wish I
I need to know what that like before I even go on a date. Like,
Wow, listen, how about this? How about I get your money back?
I'm not finna play with you. Like, you want me to go on a date, spend all this, waste my time, and I get up in here and you're probably little.
How
Like,
about I get your money back? Because I'm not finna go back and forth about
get
sex.
my money back. Why didn't you just
I'm
pay
saying
for your
I'll cash
ticket
you
then?
back because I thought you said you wanted to fly me out. Alright?
And I did.
Alright, so how about this? I'm gonna cash up your money back, alright? And you do that shit with somebody else because you're not finna make me, but you
Get
tripping
to know.
about.
Yeah, so she spent $2,300 to fly this man out, and I'm not sure from what city to what city, but when he arrived, he couldn't give it up. So she's like, "Is it little? What's the problem? You know, are you insecure or what's the problem?" What would you do, Shmoney?
Oh my god.
Are you flying a man out first?
I'm
Let's
not.
start from there.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It's for me, it's giving first and foremost disrespect to a man. This is what happens when a woman does things for
you.
They will always be demanding and calling the shots.
Exactly.
Let me tell you, if this man would be the one who had flown this woman to his end,
It would have been a different
like
case.
hata angetaka they go for those days, should
Yeah.
have been humbled.
Yeah.
Angesema, yeah, he's just trying to know me, and then maybe the sex comes natural. You see?
Yeah.
But the fact that she did all that, she even has the audacity to switch the camera, Joby, on his face, and the guy is like, even the guy is embarrassed. You said you wanna fly me out. Do you even? How does that make you even as a man? Men, please, and I'm telling you guys, secure your own shit. Before you start chasing, you see the way women disrespect men. That's what I'm seeing. When a woman is the provider,
Yeah.
there's some sort of disrespect
It
that
comes,
just comes.
it comes.
And you won't even notice
Naturally,
it.
I
Since
know.
you're in that space. Because you know, Joby, because you're not supposed to be doing that
Yeah.
as a woman. So naturally itakusumbua.
Mm.
Facts be told.
Yep.
Aya, number 2, bro, like what's up? What did you think? We are going on a little date and then what? Like you come all the way
To take me on a little date.
On a little, with what money? First and foremost, you are broke as F.
I paid
So
for
I'm
the
paying
flights.
for the date again. Like I am paying for the you're just a baby girl. You're a baddie. Oh, I fly you, I take you on small dates with my money and stuff, and then now you have the audacity to cash up my shit and get the fuck out.
Exactly.
Period.
God damn
Nothing
it.
more, nothing less.
Oh my goodness. The purpose number one, for me, it shocks me.
Yeah.
If it is someone you've been dating and, you know, he's been doing something, there's something we keep on talking about.
Yeah.
If he's been doing things for you, like, you know, literally the most, and you have the ability to, like, reciprocate some things back. Because I've seen, yes, there's this lady I follow personally, and it was Ariflech.
You know?
Ariflech, and you know Manibagyo, yeah?
Yeah, I know money back
The girlfriend to Manibagyo, literally, like, Manibagyo akona.
I know money back, yeah.
And he's such a spender, yeah.
Memphis.
He's such a spender. So number one, he spoils his lady. So there's this time, I think during Christmas or around New Year, she was like, I'm flying my man out.
Yeah.
And then the blogs went crazy about it, like, you know, Ari is flying, da 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 da. So if it's someone who's been doing something for you, like, you know, and
But that's
you
your
feel like,
man.
yeah,
You know,
and
that's
he's your
different.
man, and he's your man, exactly.
Because that's your man. That's
He's
different
your man.
because
That's why I say
this
this
is
your
not
man.
your man. This is somebody you've been. Because if that was the man, shouldn't be asking, is it small? You see, because she's been
Because
there.
you
She
want
knows
to find out.
exactly.
You
So
know?
that's not her man.
It's-
She just flew a nigga that she been talking to.
Mhm.
But if it's your man, me I don't mind. Like even buying. If my man can buy me a
Exactly.
jet, I'm buying you a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can buy me a jet, I'm buying you a
Exactly.
jet. Why not? If,
I-
like if your man, it's different. Like if I fly my husband out, what's wrong with that?
It's also giving me, I'd say I'm gonna judge her because it makes me question. Number one, I'd love to know what do you do for a living, because that is gonna make me understand how much you really earn, you know. So from what you earn, also like your relationship status, how have you been handling men? Because if you're okay financially and then you don't have a man and maybe you've been sleeping around. This is your normal behavior, Basi. I feel like for me, just judging woman to woman, like judging her, I feel like this could be also behavior. But she's used to fly men out because probably financially she's earning well.
Exactly.
And then looking at not to be abusive, not to be disrespectful. If you look at majority of the Black American men's lifestyle, not all of them can afford really that life, you know. Some of them are really struggling to even pay rent. You're on child support, you know, and a bunch of crazy ass things like where you can't fly out from one city to another. So number one, I feel like she's been doing this to different men. This time she found someone who has literally etiquette of himself, because the men who are gonna give it up despite it all.
Exactly.
You know, because like, hey, I got a woman who can spend, a woman who can. The men who are comfortable with that, you know. I got a woman who can spend, a woman who can fly me out, you know, and then even goes brags about it to his nigga friends, you know.
I know.
So it's just crazy. It's showing, for me, it's giving desperation of a woman, number one, where you have your all shit together, but you wanna, you know, use your shit together to, like, you know, get men.
Exactly.
That is what for me it's really giving. And also, like what Shmoney said, men, get your shit together, because
Imagine,
this is the disrespect you're gonna get if you really can't just package yourself as a man, literally.
Plus
You want the
the
woman to be the provider? Hell no. Expect disrespect later. If she's not your woman, okay?
The feeling is also giving disparity from this woman.
Yeah, that's why I say she's giving desperation, because I think she's used to this, flying
Exactly,
men
and
out.
then she finds a
Flying
man
men
who
out.
knows his value.
Yeah, she's found someone who is like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. On a
Yeah.
first date, like we just met. I don't know you. Which street have you been to? How many men have you slept with? And
who are you?
And probably she
There are
wants
people
it
who are
raw.
also high on energy.
Exactly.
People don't understand.
Thank
you
you.
know, it's crazy. By the time we were with HR and Kamlesh, they used to actually say, eti mademu wakinyimwa wausikia
Vibaya.
and we have never understood that, because personally I've never gone through that. I'm like, somebody said no to you. You know, it's crazy. Like in my perspective, I'm like,
If it's my man, if
no.
it's my man, it's a different case.
yeah. In my mind, I'll be like, nobody's supposed to.
Hey.
And I'm like,
Hey.
you're a woman. Like,
Hey.
that's what personally, I never know that men can actually say. Miss
No.
J Pata, like mtu anasema.
Okay, me
no.
too, but
Unajua, so when they used to say, women get really mad, mostly kwanza umekukataa na umekataa. They
Oh,
get really
yeah.
pissed off, they'll be mad. So imagine ukimnyimadi maybe sex. They get
gonna go
angry. It
viral.
was like,
It's
women
gonna
get
go,
mad, they
you
want
know,
to. I
physical.
was like, no way that can happen. Till I saw this video, this woman is super mad.
Man.
Like this man just
this is even way better. So the other one, I wish I
Yeah.
could find that. The other one was they went crazy. Now there are two ladies.
Oh my God.
Like, can you imagine two ladies trying to get one man for a threesome that he had not really planned for? So it's really crazy. But also, let us know what are your thoughts regarding that. Have you been flown out? You know.
Please, somebody fly me out. Trust me. I'll accept to go on dates. I'll not question. I'll be like, take me on just dates and fly me back home.
Period.
It's dates you want. Dates we are going.
Cash up me after that.
I know.
Even like cash up me still after that. You
I know.
That's what you should be doing. But on the next one, we have Ntanzola, our Kanjo lady. You know, the first comment I saw today on this video after it was posted, people were like, huyu watungempatia cloud, tungeachana na yeye endelee kimbizana na Kanjo. Kwa sababu ever since she's just been like, you know, making videos back to back.
I know.
Number one, I feel like she's become super kinda, I don't want to say disrespectful. Okay, it's okay, he has to be authentic self again, like I'm saying. And I feel like she's authentic self, but there's some point where you have to watch how you're talking to people, because number one, not only do you're kind of growing your brand. She has products she's been, the products we're not gonna mention. She has products she's been selling, so you are attracting also customers of your kind. Okay, and you should be, there's that respect you should just maintain. Time ya biz ni biz, kuna mchongoano, but don't go attacking people because your lifestyle is way better. Because I feel like every time I use her videos, especially on TikTok personally, a lot. I like the way she's so authentic,
she's
but
raw.
at some point I won't listen some things. I'm like, nah, this is just you being disrespectful to people who can't. I'm not in your level. There's someone who's gonna take this very nonchalant. There's someone who's gonna feel hurt because of the way you're speaking. So she should be very careful. So she spoke about ukishazaa hivi, your man will get bored with you. This is a video actually she did, I think 2-3 weeks ago, ndio blogs wameanza kupost. Alisema ukishazaa hivi, your man will get bored of you. Few men appreciate their wives once they give birth. So I want to share the video, and then after this I'm going to share another video of a lady who's pregnant, and she's giving her thoughts regarding that is Joby fever.
Joby, I know Joby.
Yeah, Joby fever is giving her thoughts regarding how she's pregnant right now.
Really bad.
You know, she's pregnant right now, and she's saying people have been attacking her on the comments. Watu wanamshautia, sijui uliamua kupata mimba nini.
So she can't be because she's an influencer.
Everything, number one, some of the things when you're doing them is a choice. Pregnancy, keeping a pregnancy, wanting to give birth, wanting to get married. When it gets to that point, I believe it's always a choice.
It's your choice.
You know? So let me share this as we continue.
Your man will get bored of you. Few men will accommodate their wives once they give birth. But once you experience the immense changes on a woman's body, your man doesn't even want to hold you in bed. They don't want to make love to you. They don't want to kiss you. They don't want to do anything with you. I hope you understand that. So the moment you sacrifice your whole career and you sacrifice your entire life because you want to please a man, always remember that men will never get content. Very few men appreciate their wives, their girlfriends once they give birth. But a lot of men just don't even want to do anything with a woman who's given birth. Trust me, very few will want to even touch you or kiss you. And a lot of men get married for convenience, not because they really want to, because they are abiding to societal norms. Ukishaza hivi, your man will get bored. Like the society requires you to get married and have kids to look complete. Trust me, a lot of even men are gay, sadly. I just said what I said. I'm the bearer of the bad news. Before you sacrifice your whole life and have kids with a random stranger, please rethink. End at a kazi, after job, do business. At least you can afford money to pay for your gym and get back to looking sassy, you know, regaining back your spark. You can even afford to go and do your body. One in casual. You see these men. Let me shut up. Like the
Mtanzola. I really like her. I'm not gonna cap, but that's what she had to say, and I'm gonna give my thoughts because
society requires.
Ukishaza. Number one, I think I've grown up listening to Meskeo's story a lot. I don't know if you had that, if you had it in high school or even after high school, or when you sit with a group of maybe Mademwashaza, you hear what they say. They're like, once you give birth, the men become very disrespectful. They don't care about you anymore. They start cheating. They don't show you the same affection, the same attention. Like they just change completely. That's when you find a man always just moving now with different women, and which now it comes even to affecting you, where you get this the postmortem depression, unaanza kushikwa tu na ma stress juu sasa ushaza. He's not there for you literally, and it's even way worse if you don't even have someone who can help you. Let's say like a house help. Ni wewe tu unafanyanga kila kitu sasa. Wewe ndo bibi, wewe ndo mama, wewe ndo wewe kivyako. So like your life is just revolving around and this man's literally life. So I've had that personally a couple of times from different ladies, like from Tani, different women who have given birth, and probably I'd say at some point seen it. It's not all men, to be specific, like she said. It's not all men. She said a few men, and it's not all men. Of course, there's that percentage of men who just don't. I don't know. It's like like she said, you are binding to the societal expectations, which are also very, very bad. It's something I've been speaking about. Like, stop doing things because the society expects you to, because your family expects you to, because you're turning 40 or 30 now you want to be, to get married, for you to fulfill whatever is supposed to be done. Do things when you're ready. Like, do things when you're completely made up your mind. You know you're gonna be committed to this for the rest of your life, and of course sometimes things don't work, but you can nachana in an easy way too. But I don't want to say it's all men. So I feel like,
so you agree with her?
I agree with that to disagree. Not all men, but the reality of the fact is also it's there. Being honest, there are men who are so disrespectful after just one child, Shmoney. Like they don't show you any. Mimi nimeona sana say huruma.
Okay.
Yeah, like when men start cheating on their wives with smaller, young ladies, because there's that baby fat after, and especially for the women who don't take care of themselves after giving birth. The women who are gonna get naturally, if you had a big body, you're gonna become maybe slimmer. There are women who, if you are slimmer, you're gonna become thicker. There are those who are gonna maintain. There's body changes in a woman once you give birth. So basically, generally, what she's saying is that men will not see you the same, I think, after giving birth. Yeah, I don't know, what are your thoughts?
Funny thing, I've never had that.
You never had that?
I've only had that there's a period of time, Kishaza, they find it even hard to touch you because now you're cleansing. Mostly Kishaza, they might take like some time with you, like even before touching you again.
Yeah.
Because probably, I think we discussed at there's a perspective in your kubwa, yes, because it goes bad, but you're still in pain. You see, some men are like, no, you're still dedicated. Nahitaji time bado ya kupona. Unajua, and at that time unapata, that is where the woman's hormones is like crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe sexually, sometimes emotionally. You know, time menye anataka a support system.
True.
Like somebody who's there, helping them in every way.
True.
She's super emotional. Akona postpartum
depression.
Ametaka kuzaa.
Yeah.
She's taking care of the kid. She doesn't even maybe want to feed the kid. Unajua, those things happen naturally.
It happens,
The husband is not even around.
Yeah.
She's emotionally distressed, and they get into depression for real, if they don't have support system. So that's the only one I've had. And also, I've seen women who have given birth, Joby. You can never know they gave birth. They look even better. Nah, they didn't even go to the gym. I'm telling you, flat tummy.
My mama.
As F. Uko like, yo, why are you so fine?
Shout out to my
Kuna
mom.
watu wenye walikuwa slim wakiwa wasichana. Nowadays you see them, you're like, that body is so good. It's a grown woman's body. Unajua? Like, I can see now, and then the boobs become bigger, wanaanza kuwa na shape and stuff like that, and they naturally don't even grow. So I've seen also that happening, and I'm like, you look finer, even way better after giving birth, after umeza. Unajua, this mother fat did so much justice to you, literally. So I've seen also that part, but also let me not disagree that kuna watu jiachilie, and I'm not saying this is an excuse for a man to cheat.
Sure.
As a woman, and I do agree with her, take care of yourself. Like, and as I'm going out to just give birth for a stranger, that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
If you're giving birth to somebody you've known, Joby, you've been with this person for 5 years.
Yeah.
Tell me when this person touch you. There are people who actually wanaza this year, next year wameza bwana kuwashika. Aliwashika aje kama kuwapata very sexual. Because if you're saying, oh, they will not touch you, why are you again pregnant with the second and third and fourth part with the same man? Was it through osmosis? He definitely touched you. So I feel like it's arguable to say it depends on the person you're with. But if you give birth to a stranger, somebody you don't know, give birth with a stranger, somebody you don't know, you don't even know well. Maybe you've met like 3 months, 5 months, you're already pregnant. It becomes a problem because now he might be like just lying to you, because there's also honeymoon stage where people love each other so much, unadhani ni love,
then the oopsie,
and then oopsie comes, and then his real colors turn out. So I do believe it actually depends on the person, number one, who you're gonna give birth with. And also as a woman, please take care of yourself. Ukianza kuona tu, there are things you're not mostly as a first mother. Hata si tunajua nini hakuna. In fact, me, if I get pregnant, I will have to actually bring my sisters to teach me some stuff, because I don't know the things I don't know. You have to learn, and I've seen this happening even in my family. When my sisters give birth, one of us have to go
help her.
Wanakana hata 6 months, because I remember even when my sister gave birth, I stayed with her for 6 months. I was called like mboch, because she couldn't do a lot. So I helped doing other stuff, and the men are always like, the baby is yours.
Their lives continue.
Their life continue. Asanteni. Na marafiki zako wamemtumia mapesa. You don't even see. He sends you like a few shopping and is gone.
And that's it.
He continues with his life. So at the end of the day, as a woman, it's important to actually give birth when you're ready. Number one, emotionally, physically. This is the physical part now, because be ready for body changes also. Be ready, because this man is not gonna be there, so you're physically ready for his absence at a certain point, not 100%.
You don't give me that bullshit.
Because
stay away from me.
Because at the end of the day, naturally Joby,
Cash money, me,
naturally,
stay away from
do
me.
listen, naturally, inasemwa the baby ni wa mama.
Uh-huh.
Mpaka afike at another age.
Mhm.
Yes, the man they might be helping you 2-3 things, Joby,
mhm.
but you're the one with the baby all through.
True, yeah.
I don't disagree. So at a certain point, these are things you're supposed to be ready mentally.
Yeah.
Because however much you're saying is gonna be, nakwambia, the child will be crying. You're in the same bed, anangorota.
Bravo. Wake the fuck.
You'll tell him, wake up now. He'll wake up maybe twice a week, but most of the time, while he's gone, you're with the baby.
And that's why you need someone. I feel like also men need to be taught this kind of things. I feel
Na
like
unajua wanachukuanga hadi postpartum siku hizi.
wow.
Yeah, like unaona venye madem wanapewa like 3 months before azae.
Yeah.
Men are given, imagine.
For what?
They take it, I'm going to be emotionally available for my life. Imagine they're given in Kenya.
What?
I swear they're given. They take a like, hey,
Those
the
must
3
be the
months.
Kilimani men.
You're like,
the
bro.
Westlands, loving
Sasa
son,
hizo
Buddha.
unamwona tu kwa Baesa with his boys.
I
Every
know.
weekend is just outside.
Party after
and
party.
you are like this, pregnant as F. You can't even like walk a step.
Oh my
So at a
God.
certain point, you see, it depends with the person you are with. However much it needs a support system, but
Sure.
reality ni the kid is still yours as a mom when they're still young. Literally,
That's
when
fact.
they're still really young,
That's fact.
the kid is yours. So
That's
you have to
fact.
be ready for a lot of sudden body changes so that you don't feel some type of way. If you have your own bag and you're ready, ukishamaliza gym, immediately go and get that sexy ass body and get back to yourself. Because trust me, you start looking at others. And it's not even your fault sometimes.
It
It's
depends.
it depends
Like I said,
on
it depends
the
on the
partner.
person.
Exactly.
Because yesterday when I was in the hospital, there's this guy I know, and apparently nobody even knew he has a child, children. Actually, the wife just delivered the second child this past weekend. So it's crazy the way personally it was just amazing because like wow, this guy is here, like yenda anaenda uje na nenda kupika uje nilete mama, you know, mama anataka hii lazima nilete, unajua, like he just sat there and told us like man, hizi vitu lazima ukuelewe.
I know.
Like this is my second child and he was so excited. You can see the excitement in his face. I'm like, this is a second child and he's so young.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is exciting. Then I asked my other friend like, wako wapi? Uko ready for vitu kaa hizi wewe, like, you know, because most of the
Street
men,
leader.
you know, most of the men, trust me, they're not, again, also mentally, they think it's all fun. It's not until you have to be also there for the, because you have to be there for the
support
woman.
system.
Exactly. Women go through a lot during pregnancy itself, during labor itself. Now imagine now to the point where the baby ndo amekuja, there's the night cries, because there are some women who are bringing like the children to the clinic there. Then for a minute I was like, man, I'm not ready for all this, because I was like, I'm like, imagine there's a time where children cry the whole night.
Yeah.
You're wondering what's
Probably
wrong.
They cry for 6 months
Like,
continuously,
what's wrong?
back to back.
And then it's a child. You can't ask them what's wrong. You don't need to have a
Mara ni
fever.
tumbo, yani they're always
Exactly.
sick.
You know,
There's
so
a
you
lot.
need someone who's gonna help you, especially with those, you know, the sleepless nights. You need someone who's gonna be there back to back, you know, to be there help you. Ukisha ulale kidogo akusaidia ndio mtoto pia alale. Personally, I used to see my dad do that. I've also seen a friend who, you know, when the wife gave birth, also they did that like consistently. Bibi yake adoze, yeye akaenda mtoto hadi asubuhi basi. Like watulie tu wapige story basi mpaka asubuhi kama hataki kulala. So you have to be, I feel like also men need to be educated. If you wanna settle, be ready also for you to be there for that woman. Yes, there's all those body changes, be ready to be there for all that.
It depends
with the person, yes.
Because I don't agree that Joby, what Ntanzola is saying, men, not all men.
Not all men,
Exactly.
true.
Because if you tell me, oh, only a few, mine is under their few. And I definitely want to put him under there. And I'm expecting him to be that. Because you attract what you say.
Yeah.
So I am saying
True.
mine is under their few that will take care of their
Mine
women.
too.
Period.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Because no bare minimum here.
I know.
Do I look like a bare minimum to you? Like
Bare
do I look-
minimum. Why would you give me a bare minimum and I have your baby in my
Exactly. Do I
tummy?
look like a bare minimum
Like,
to you?
really?
You go chill with your boys on the bar and then you come ask me, oh, how was your day? How is the baby? Trying to do the abuja.
I know. You're
Like, get the
"Are you
F out of
kidding me?"
my face, man. Like, why? Be there emotionally, be available, be there to help her to get, you know, make it easy for her.
I
Literally,
know.
make it so easy for her. But just to relate to the same video, and before we get to continue, shout out to the Royal Constrictor in the building. Hello to you. Shout out to Joa Mosquito. Yes, we're the gossip champions. What's up? You see us? Karibu sana. As we get to continue, let me share this last video of the day of this lady talking still under the same issue. So for us, she's speaking about how the planning of the pregnancy, you know, like where you're saying ladies have to be ready mentally, physically, emotionally, like be ready for the changes, you know, in your body. Be ready physically, you know, be ready just to go through this progress and procedure.
Kubwa ni kwa sababu Mungu ni mkubwa. Mimi sikujua nitafika that trimester. Kwanza ungeniambia hivyo nikiwa 2 months. Sasa tumefika 30 weeks. Mungu ni mkubwa. Unaona hii kabla niendelee. Unaona
especially the first weeks of pregnancies are really crazy, like super intense. Unasikia ni kama daddy like you know, it's just crazy, like you want to die.
Hii makikopa kwa mkono yangu. Hiyo ni implant nilitoa. Kumaanisha nilipanga kabisa kupata hii mimba. Hii ni implant, nilienda hospitali nikatolewa implant. Daktari akaniambia uko sure unataka kupata mimba? Sawa, tolewa. Nikatolewa. Kashika mimba. Nimeona huko watu wanapost useless baby daddies nini. Sawa. Mimi siko hapa kuongelea stories za useless baby daddies. Mimi niko hapa kuongea na wamama. Mimi napenda kuongea na wamama na madem ambao wanaume waenda wakaongelea shuko na watu wao wa kina kibe. Enihusu my girls. Ukiamua kupata mimba, ukiamua kushika mimba, cause ni 2025. Hakuna accident. Usione mtu anatembea hivi na evidence alafu ati ni accident. Hakuna accident unless maybe umekuwa raped ama kitu hiyo. Hakuna accident. Hii kitu ni kujitakia. Sawa, mapua haijafura. Lakini unajua naumwa na meno kama wazimu. Mimi sijawahi umwa na meno. Sahi kukula nyama shida. Siwezi kula nyama. Meno zinauma huku nyuma. Naogopa hata zitang'oka. Calcium shida. Na kunywa maziwa kukunywa ndio nirudishe calcium. Okay? Na hiyo ni just one of the things zenye ninapitia. Unajua utaona mtu anatembea nasema guy ule ako na ball, skin yake iko poa, sijui nini. Haujui zile vitu mtu anapitia. Sasa hii meno zangu zinauma kuuma. Kitu kingine, ushike mimba, utafind out maybe ukiwa kama 1 month, alafu uambie mtu wako, manze babe, nimeshika mimba. Uone tu ana hesitate. Uone tu anakuambia guy umeshika mimba na siko ready. Uamue kutoka hiyo saa. Hiyo ni mimba yako na ni yako mwenyewe. Kama utaenda kutoa sawa. Kama utaweka, huyo mwanaume mwenye amekwambia hayuko ready ukiwa 4 weeks, usifikirie ata change mind ati mtoto akizaliwa. Kama mwanaume hayuko ready kukuwa na wewe throughout your pregnancy, ukipata hizo stretch marks, ukinona, ukifura, ukilia, kama hayuko ready hiyo time, hata kuwa ready kuamshwa na katoto kadogo kanalia usiku saa 9. Kitu sikwambie kwa sababu let me tell you ladies, we ignore red flags. Mtu amekuonesha kabisa yuko interested, uko na mimba, uko 8 months, 9 months pregnant, bwana yako huko nje anakunywa, anakuja kwa nyumba saa 10, saa 11 asubuhi, lakini kitu inakwambia ukizaa atabadilika. Hakuna kubadilika, atabadilika. Mimba ni yako, mtoto ni wako. Ujue hivyo na mapema. Sawa? Hii mimba tunaenda kushika. It's a very beautiful thing, beautiful journey. Kama unataka sawa. Kama unataka mtoto sawa, lakini jiambie ni mtoto wako. Si uanze hapo kukimbizana court, kukimbizana nini, kufanya nini. The baby is your baby. Kama ni ndogo na amekuonesha hayuko interested, hata change mind. Ukizaa katoka na mfanana, hata change mind. Hakutaki, hataki mtoto wako. Kama anakutaka, kuna wanaume wanakupenda kutoka ukishamwambia uko na mimba hivi, kila kitu inakuwa taken care of. Atakutreat vizuri kama katoto, kama yai kake, atakupenda. Na hivyo ndio ataendelea mpaka upate mtoto, ataendelea hivyo.
A man can date your
You just had to go to that, but yeah. So basically, she's speaking about when you want to give, or when you get pregnant. Number 1, be ready as a lady, financially, mentally, physically. This is the same thing we've mentioned. Literally, be ready for the body changes. She's speaking about where women, most of the women go through different experiences. There are those who want meno toothaches. I don't understand the toothache, what it is for. There are those whose legs they get swollen. There are those whose nose gets swollen, faces, you know, they start developing even maybe some vitu kwa uso. Like there's different body changes. So for us, she's speaking about having toothaches, literally. And then she's talking about when you tell a man you're pregnant just in the first month and you see he's hesitating, that is up to you now to decide, you know, if you want to keep the baby. And if you wanna, you know, if you wanna keep the baby and understand that literally you're in this journey alone, that man is not gonna be there for you. What you're talking about, mentally, you know, emotionally, it is you and your struggle alone. Like you decided to carry this package, so deliver it peke yako. Ukijua hii ni mzigo yako. But unless you're ready for all that, then cool, you know, like just be. It's something we keep saying every single time. Just be ready as a lady. If you want to give birth, you should just be ready. And also financially, because, man,
what I learned from this is you cannot trap a man.
You the baby, yeah.
You cannot. If he doesn't want, you cannot change his mind in
That's
9
true.
months or in 5 months. Or even after the baby is born. He'll always be telling you, I told you I didn't want this at the start.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't say it in your face, he'll behave like that. Like he doesn't
True,
want,
true.
you know, because sometimes he's a coward enough not to actually tell you no. But you can't be having a baby and thinking you change his perspective.
True.
Women, the moment he started getting, you say, hi, I'm pregnant. It's like, wow, oh my God, we are not ready. And then you want to tell him, no, we'll figure out. He said he's not ready, girl. The baby is yours. So if you decide to keep it, no, it's your baby.
That's true.
But going into a relationship or a marriage to think that you're gonna change a man or you're gonna trap a man with a baby, it's not working.
That's
here,
true.
darling. So women, you learn a lesson.
Sadly, I'd say our parents and also the older generation, or I'd say the older millennials, I've seen some of them really trapped in bad relationships, or you know, have so many children because of that mentality. And I'd say it's just facts, but I feel like also my stepmom kind of did that, you know. Like she kept on having many babies thinking she's gonna change my dad's behavior because he's a cheat, you know. So like, this is not gonna work. He's still cheating. Like he's still showing you he has other women to handle. Like you don't see it. So because alikuwa anasema every time hata nizae atache hii ujinga, hata nizae atache, like now you have bunch of children in a squeezed house, you know, trying to figure out nani ataomosha mwingine ndo mtoke penye mko. Like na me personally, change your mentality. You know, change your mentality. That is just so fucked up. Like change your mentality, get your shit together. But yes, we're coming to the end of today's conversation, and of course shout out to everyone who has been live with us on YouTube, on the radio, on Rumble, on the network. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. For those who shall be catching this on a replay, hope you guys enjoy. Leave your comments behind. Tell us if you've ever had a flight booked and what really happened. You know, like, you know, if you've had a baby trapped on you, you know, like how did you handle the situation? Also, if you've had if you've invited someone for the first date, then they left some crazy nasty things in your house, because the poop, that was just,
I know, that was
super
diabolical.
That is just super crazy. I know, that's diabolic, literally. But anyway, we're coming to the end of today's show, and of course we do this every Tuesday and Thursday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and I hope you guys have enjoyed this. But Shmoney, closing remarks.
Thank you so much, guys. Reaction time every Tuesday and Thursday. It was amazing to have you guys with us. Drop a comment if you're gonna watch this later. Have a beautiful day, and mwah.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here at Rollins and Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to our brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into Black Fire Radio, and you're listening to
tunasema najua flavor kibao na zote ni pure